from Las Vegas. Fox 5 News This Morning starts right now.
Politics is power, and power can lead to bad things if it falls into the wrong hands. That's the idea of a brand new novel called Lords of Las Vegas. The author is live in studio next.
Howdy.
All right, Chris, thank you. A brand new political thriller about Las Vegas is now on store shelves. It's called Lords of Las Vegas and follows the story of two local rising stars and the different paths they end up taking. Author Kurt Divich is a former political writer, joins us now live with his first novel. Kurt, thanks for coming in.
Good morning. Happy to be here.
It's an exciting book. Okay, tell us a little bit about the two characters in the book. And this is fiction, right?
This is entirely fiction, though it draws heavily on my experiences, life experiences in this city.
Yes.
Lords of Las Vegas starts with a bang, with a flash forward to a suicide of one of our main characters, yet you don't know which of our talented two young men it is. It allows the reader to know that there is eventually going to be a demise of one of our principal characters, and to read the book going forward knowing that that happens.
That's a risky move, to have kind of what happens in the end happen in the first couple of pages.
It does, but it sets an ominous tone for the book that makes everything from there to forward more serious and more critical. Everything that happens in Lords of Las Vegas, from incidental characters in the initial chapters to people you meet later on, has a relationship to each other, much like the movie Crash.
Okay, so you have a young politician who's starting out his career, and then you have a young speechwriter who works with the politician?
Well, they meet through happenstance, but they need each other. The young speechwriter is looking for a gig to get ahead and find some traction in this world and to make his rent. The other talented young candidate is looking for a friend, someone who believes in him, who isn't just telling him what to do everywhere he goes. They meet each other, they need each other, but that meeting will cause one of them to take their lives and take them on a wild ride through Las Vegas.
When we think of Vegas politics, especially in the past decade or so we've heard backroom deals, we've heard infidelity, we've heard about, questionable ethics. That's all in here. Do you think, even though it's fiction, it might make us look bad, or is this, come on, it's just a fun story?
No, I think that Las Vegas politics is a part of Las Vegas life, but much like the Strip is a part of Las Vegas, those of us who live in the Valley don't live in a casino or sleep in a casino. But the interesting parts of Las Vegas are the extreme parts, and this book tells the extreme stories in an authentic and realistic way. When you read it as a Las Vegan, you'll say, I remember that. I know that, but it's not the entire scope of what Las Vegas is.
So it's loosely based on things that we may have heard in local politics here in the news.
I think it's fair. I think it takes events and fictionalizes them in a way that creates a really interesting plot. Every chapter there's something happening that you'll find is truly Las Vegas, and it creates a longer, very fulfilling story in the end.
You're a speechwriter, you're a political writer. How difficult was it to write a novel? This is your first one out of the gate. Was it hard?
Well, if 7 years is hard, it's hard.
It took you a while.
I actually blew my knee playing soccer in 2005 and took all that manic energy and pounded out a manuscript and then went through 7 years of making it better. But really, more than anything, I need to grow up in this town, watch things happen, become a dad, have that life experience, and infuse that into these characters that I think people will find compelling.
I love it. It's called Lords of Las Vegas. You will be at a book signing tonight.
I will.
At 3 Angry Wives Pub. That's at Rampart in Charleston, 5 to 8. You can pick up the book. It's also on Amazon.
It's on Amazon.com. We'll be in bookstores momentarily, or on lordsoflasvegas.com.
Good luck, Kurt. Thanks for coming in. Local kid, born and raised here in Las Vegas.
That's me.
Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, Dave.
All right, sounds like a fascinating read. Thanks, guys.